Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
What's going on, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. This is episode number 441. Episode number 441 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire. As you can see, my voice is still screwed up thanks to you damn troll terrorists and cyber vermin. But regardless, the show must go on. It's a Baller Friday! Baller Friday! Goddamn voice. Anyway, folks, with all due respect, I'm continuing on the broadcast regardless of what my voice sounds like at this point in time. I'm obviously been overusing the voice box, and this is obviously some time to say, hey, maybe you need to stop, maybe you need to calm your ass down, that sort of thing, but I can't do it. I can't do it, folks. As a matter of fact, the capitalist army, and we're going to discuss this the majority of the show once we cover the market section of the broadcast. The capitalist army has discovered something very, very peculiar, very interesting, and yet very dangerous to the Trump administration and to the Trump train itself. This character that we've been talking about that has, for some reason, the mainstream media spotlight on him, this individual named Richard Spencer, a man who claims to be a white nationalist, a man who claims to be somewhat tied to the Nazis. He's cut his hair to make it look like he's a part of the Hitler Youth. He Sieg Heiled Donald Trump once he won won the presidential election, I should say. And this guy has been in the media spotlight, and for the life of me, man, I don't understand why. And I've been discussing this a lot with the Capitalist Army, the Inner Circle, and they've done some digging. They've done some uncovering that is pretty damning, and not to mention, I hate to say this, but it puts some validity in what the CIA and many in Congress have alluded to, that the Russians did meddle into the 2016 presidential elections. And how they did it was through Richard Spencer. That's right, folks. We have a preponderance of evidence that is just too coincidental to call a coincidence. All right? Circumstance. It's too coincidental. Now, we're going to go through that detailed information on why exactly we believe that Richard Spencer is controlled opposition and is not a white nationalist by any means. As a matter of fact, this man is utilizing white nationalism as a means to destroy, as a means to discredit, as a means to cause disorder. Now, when we get to this part of the broadcast, folks, which I'm anticipating here in after the markets, after Twitter shout-outs, I'm going to highlight that this man here, Richard Spencer, is not a white nationalist. And with all due respect, he is a controlled opposition, in my opinion, backed up by Russian intelligence. Now, how I understand this and how we make these connections is more than obvious, but let me just give you a little bit of a sneak peek before I get to the markets. Old Richard Spencer, Mr. White Nationalist, Mr. I'm going to cut my hair like Hitler Youth so I can antagonize everybody and everybody can blame me for being some white nationalist, white supremacist, Nazi, whatever. Well, okay, let's just say for the sake of argument. Richard Spencer is a white nationalist. Why exactly, folks, did he marry a Ruski by the name of what she goes by now, Nina Byzantina, or her former name, Nina Korpavona? I can't pronounce these stupid Ruski names. Kuprinova. All right? Why couldn't he be, like every white nationalist dreams when they claim to be a white nationalist, why couldn't he score himself a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl, instead having to go to the Ruski bandwagon? And moreover, about Nina Byzantina, if you visit her Twitter account, which I have tweeted at her previous to this broadcast, she is a devout Russian nationalist, a devout Russian and pro-Russian individual. I don't know if she's living in the States. I don't know what the hell this broad's story is, but this broad's tweets are almost as if she is laughing in the face of America. And this is the wife of the supposed white nationalist, of the supposed leader of the alt-right, all right, Richard Spencer. Now, that's not all, okay? We have found that his wife, Nina Byzantina, likes to translate a peculiar political philosopher out of Russia, a man by the name of Alexander Dugin. Now, folks, when we start delving into Alexander Dugin, this is where the rabbit hole goes down really far, because not only does Richard Spencer have ties to Dugin, but many of the characters within the alt-right community or these alt-right mouthpieces have had connections to Dugin himself, including Alex Jones. That's right, Alex Jones has a connection to Alexander Dugin. Now, I don't want to give out all the information right now, all right? We're going to go into extensive detail in the second hour once we get through the first hour, which covers the markets. But I want to warn everybody. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to claim that Richard Spencer is this big white nationalist guy, and he's so cool, and that it's not right. He's not a Russian-controlled opposition. It's not right. You're lying, Ghost. Well, if you're going to do that, then you've already taken Russian propaganda. You've already taken Russian propaganda. And let me tell you something. I did not believe the CIA's assessment that Russia meddled into this particular election. After the evidence that I'm going to expose in the second hour, it will prove that Russia did. And I hate to say it, folks. I hate to say it. And I'm not saying that Donald Trump knew about this, because I believe he did not know anything about this. But I believe that the CIA's assessment of Russian meddling into the 2016 election is absolutely accurate. And when they discuss this, when they talk about Russian meddling, I believe they're talking about this scumbag and this scumbag's wife. And the reason I say this, folks, is because, believe it or not, this idiot Richard Spencer was the man who coined the term alt-right. Alt-right. He's the guy who coined it. So if he's the guy who coined it, and he's the guy who created this white nationalist backing behind Trump and stirred all this white nationalist fervor, why exactly is he kind of getting married and having children with a woman who is a devout Russian nationalist, and not to mention a follower of Alexander Dugin? Now, I would strongly advise everybody. I know Poll right now, as we speak, and on 4chan is researching this. And what the unfortunate part about Poll is I believe that a lot of the people that are pro Richard Spencer are either Russians themselves, paid opposition, or actual Russian agents. Now, what we have found is that the majority of pro Richard Spencer type of posts on 4chan and Poll come from Canada. Now, we do some research into his chick, or his wife, Nina Byzantina, a.k.a. Nina Koronova, whatever the hell you say her name, stupid Ruski. You will find that this woman, all right, this woman actually graduated from the University of Toronto. So anyway, I don't want to get into too much, but all this has connections, all right? All this has connections with Alexander Dugin. Now, for you folks that are unaware, Alexander Dugin is a political, I guess, philosopher, a political scientist. He is based out of Russia. He has a very freaked out, warped view of the world. You could consider him what many in the inner circle, since we've been discussing this, like to call neo-Bolshevism. Neo-Bolshevism. So with that being said, this character, Alexander Dugin, seems to be crossing paths with a variety of different characters within the alt-right community, particularly Richard Spencer and Alex Jones. There is a video where Alex Jones, whether he knows Alexander Dugin or not, which I find that hard to believe considering Alex Jones claims to be so in tune with information that he knows things that supposedly we don't know. There's a picture of a video of Alex Jones actually accepting praise from Alexander Dugin. Alexander Dugin is on video saying that Alex Jones is the info warrior. Alex Jones is a freedom fighter, praising this man, and Jones is on video sitting there listening to it, basking in it, having a circle jerk about it. Now, is this a coincidence? Is this a goddamn coincidence? Now, look, I don't want to get too far into it. I'm going to start, tweeting out information. It's going to be a lot of information being tweeted out here, folks. And it's going to be in the second hour. Okay, I'm just giving you tidbits on what I'm exactly talking about. Richard Spencer is paid opposition by the Russians. And listen, I didn't agree with the assessment of the CIA. I thought the CIA was literally blowing smoke out their ass when they made the allegation that Russia did meddle into the presidential elections. And folks, the evidence points to that they did. And once in the second hour, once I start releasing the information that basically had the inner circle, because I have to thank the inner circle, they did a great job investigating the links to this guy and this rabbit hole that goes far, far down beyond anybody's comprehension. Now, in my personal opinion, folks, this is very dangerous, and it could put in jeopardy Donald Trump's presidency. And I'll get to why, and I'll get to how in the second hour, but this is very serious business, and that's why I sound so sober today, because this is not good for the right-wing political perspective. I mean, this is not good at all. And that's why they continued, even after the man was elected, I'm talking Donald Trump, to basically suggest that this man had ties to Russia. When, in my opinion, I do not believe Trump had any ties to Russia. I do not believe so. I mean, Trump is a businessman. He came out, ran for president, had nothing to do with any of this online stuff that has been going on about him, had nothing to do with any of this 4chan crap, nothing. But it makes sense now, doesn't it? It all comes clear now, doesn't it? And I personally believe that the controlled opposition, all right, the controlled opposition that is Richard Spencer, he was put there not necessarily to make Trump look good. He was put there to discredit Trump. He was put there to discredit any possibility of this man becoming president. The unfortunate part about it is that the Russians didn't anticipate their psychological operations basically doing a 180. And that's literally what happened. I mean, the psychological operation that Russia was trying to use here with Richard Spencer and his wife, it didn't work. It actually, it did the complete opposite. And now, folks, that's why they're putting this idiot, Richard Spencer, in every goddamn mainstream media boob tube talking head's mouth. That's why they got cameras all over this guy now. You want to know why? Because the CIA, which of course is comprised of many within the mainstream media, especially CNN, they know for a fact that this guy is a Russian opposition agent. And they're trying to correlate, all right? They're trying to put cameras in Richard Spencer's face and trying to correlate him with Trump, all right? All right, Richard Spencer, Trump. White nationalism, Nazi, Trump. Richard Spencer, Trump. Just like they did with the Russia, Trump. Russia, Trump. Russia hacking, Russia, Trump. Remember that? They're incepting it in the minds of the people. Do you understand this? They're incepting these ideas. That's why they do this. That's why they do this. And I'm telling you this right now. That's why all of a sudden, miraculously, Richard Spencer has become this alternative right celebrity. All of a sudden, he's getting punched in the face all of a sudden, and there's cameras there to watch it. All of a sudden, he is now the leader of the alt-right. Now this guy's the leader. Now this guy is the leader. And I'm telling you this right now. This man is not white nationalist. He is not a Nazi. He does not believe in what he's claiming he believes. This man is a neo-Bolshevik, all right? And listen, before I get on, look, I don't know if I should start talking about it now. I got to get on with the markets. It's very important here. But the reason that we know that I'm talking about Richard Spencer, is down with Alexander Dugin's philosophy. Richard Spencer was arrested in Budapest, Hungary, trying to attend one of these white nationalist Eurasian conferences that was being held by Alexander Dugin in 2014. Now, what's very interesting is that when Richard Spencer was arrested in Budapest, Hungary, what happened to this guy? I mean, when you get arrested in another country, they usually throw the book at you and make a freaking example out of you and put you into damn jail for several years. Well, if you take a look at the relationship that Budapest, Hungary, and Hungary, the country of Hungary itself, has with Russia, it all comes clear now, doesn't it? It all comes clear. And what did I tell each and every one of you? I didn't trust these Ruskies. I never have trusted the Ruski. I don't trust the Russians. I told you! I told you! So with that being said, I know that I'm going to get to this and the detailed information about it in the second hour. And I know that we're going to have a lot of detractors that believe Richard Spencer is, oh no, Ghost, you're lying. He's neo-Nazi. He's white supremacist. He's one of us. No, he's not. Because as I stated, if this man was white nationalist, if this man was neo-Nazi, how come he didn't go and get himself a white, blonde-headed, blue-eyed broad? Huh? I mean, I'm just saying. Why did he go get a Ruski that believes in Russian nationalism and neo-Bolshevism? I mean, take a look at this woman's Twitter account. Take a look at Nina Byzantine and take a look at her tweet timeline. I mean, she's laughing at everybody. She's laughing at everybody. She even takes credit herself on her goddamn Twitter. She takes credit for the fact that she helped elect Trump. And here I've got some idiot on Twitter. That's his ex-wife, Ghost. Yeah! Do you know when they got divorced, you dumb shit? They got divorced in October, and guess when they found him doing the Sieg Heil to Trump? In November! The next month! Wake the fuck up! Damn it! You idiot! You idiot! It all comes clear, you moron! It all comes clear! This guy had to divorce his wife in October. Then he did the Sieg Heil to Trump on CNN in November so he could have plausible deniability so that people like ourselves wouldn't make the connection. You understand it? People like ourselves wouldn't make that goddamn connection, but we made it. We made it. Give me the freaking mic. Give me the mic. I'm telling you, you morons, wake up. Stop giving any kind of leeway to Richard Spencer. Let me tell you something. You people on poll are culprits in helping this asshole be who the guy he is today. You're the guys that are making excuses for this guy. I mean, I thought poll was all about getting to the bottom of things. I thought that poll was all about, finding the connections. They're all there, you dumbass. You're dumbasses. You're utterly stupid. And look, I've got some morons saying, ho, whine about my Russians. I'd rather be ruled by Russians than Jews. I just got a tweet right now. I'd rather be ruled by Russians than Jews. Hey, asshole, who do you think caused the Bolshevik Revolution, you stupid, uneducated, wannabe white supremacist dick? Who do you think ran the Bolshevik Revolution? It was Jewish people, you stupid dumbass! Damn it! You people are stupid! I'm telling you, the ignorance of the alt-right, the ignorance of white nationalism is unearthing its dumb, disgusting head. Now it's unearthing its dumb, disgusting head. Stupid! You people are stupid! You people that are following Richard Spencer are idiots! Dumb idiot morons. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Morons, man. Morons. But hey, go ahead. You want to back up some Russian-controlled opposition? Go ahead. Give the government that right now wants to take Trump down, give them the fodder to do so, you dumb shits. All right? Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Stupid, man. You people are stupid. Anyway, with that being said, let me move on to the freaking markets. It's obvious that it looks like the PSYOP operation that Russia has put on the alternative right is coming to fruition just fine, isn't it? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, as a matter of fact, thank you very much there. That's Mimi. Here we go. Look at it. Here's Richard Spencer's wife. Communist-loving Russian right here. Here it is. Huh? Look at this. Look at what she's wearing. I even tweeted a picture of her flashing some goddamn communist symbol while taking a picture with Laura Bush. It's a disgrace. I'm telling you, what I'm seeing here is a disgrace. I mean, it's a disgrace. And let me tell you, this just proves that the alt-right is just as ignorant as the progressive left. What a shame. What a goddamn shame. What kind of political mess are we into in this country? I'm serious. I'm very concerned about this. I know people here are out here trying to say, oh, well, it's okay, Ghost. He's a white nationalist. Idiots. You morons. This can be used against Donald Trump. This proves Russian meddling. This proves that the Russians not only, lest we forget, man, Richard Spencer coined the term alt-right. And it wasn't too long after Richard Spencer, and look, this is all documented, all right? This is all documented on all the social media accounts, on all this guy's websites. These are time-dated and stamped. This guy started talking about Pepe the Frog. And within an instant, Hillary Clinton started parroting this thing as a goddamn white supremacist symbol. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Kek? Huh? You know what Kek is? Kek, God of Chaos? Why don't you take a look at the symbol? Why don't you take a look at the symbol that Alexander Dugin uses for his political philosophy, you dumb jerk-offs? How about that? Why don't you take a look at the symbol of chaos? The symbol of chaos that Alexander Dugin uses as his political philosophy symbol. You stupid idiots. You all have been psyoped by the goddamn Ruskies, and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. Stupid, man. Utterly stupid. Utterly stupid. Anyway, listen, I've had enough. As a matter of fact, I've got people tweeting at me right now. All right? Right now, trying to make excuses for old Richard Spencer. And look at these people. No different than the people that are out here in the Million Woman March. No different than the people that are out here in the Black Panther Party marches. No different than the goddamn Black Lives Matter. You people have been bamboozled, you stupid idiots. So here's some more information. Here is his wife. Seems to be fascinated with Russian espionage. Here's a tweet of that. Here's old Richard Spencer, who his wife has a fascination with Russian espionage. And I know that there's people in here that are on Twitter saying, well, they're divorced, Ghost. Hey, they divorced on August 2016, and then we saw dumbass Richard Spencer doing the Sieg Heil to Trump the very next month on CNN. Stupid. You people are idiots. I'm telling you, this rabbit hole goes down really far, folks, and I don't know what the hell to say. People are saying that, to skip the markets. You know what? Let's go ahead and skip the markets, all right? It was a flat day on the market anyway, all right? It sucked, all right? There was nothing going on. Everything was down, all right? All right, that's all there is to it. So let's just go ahead and roll with this for this Baller Friday. All right, it's a free format edition. I want to go ahead. Let's just go ahead and lay it all on the table. All right. Let's just go ahead and lay everything out on the table right now. All right. Let's go ahead. I mean, I'm tired of people putting this idiot on a pedestal when, with all due respect, all you people that are falling hook, line, and sinker, all right, for all of you people that are falling hook, line, and sinker with this literal Russian espionage, you are no different than what these people on the left are doing. I mean, and it's starting to all come clear now. Oh, yeah, and as a matter of fact, look on Richard Spencer's Twitter account. What does he call himself? The Karl Marx of the alt-right. Or actually, that's what Glenn Beck called him, and he's proud of it. Look at this. He puts that as his profile description. I mean, is this all a coincidence? Is this all a coincidence here? This all just happened to be circumstance? Huh? I'm just saying, is this all just circumstance? I mean, give me a freaking break, man. Give me a freaking break. I'm telling you this right now. I think everybody needs to figure out what's going on around them, because right now it's starting to come clear. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that Trump had anything to do with any of this Russian meddling. I'm going to be honest with you. Had nothing to do with it. But like any businessman, he's going to let whoever's campaigning, whoever's getting him followers, I mean, he's trying to win an election. He's trying to win a campaign. But, folks, this can be used to come back to haunt him. And let me tell you, I expect it, unfortunately, now. I mean, this is beyond proof, all right? Beyond proof that Russia meddled in this election. And they meddled through this asshole, Richard Spencer, via his wife. Let's do some more research on his wife, shall we? Here's an article of her being a proud Russian propagandist. Look at this. Look at this. This is his wife, you know, Mr. Neo-Nazi, Mr. Pro-Hitler Youth. Huh? Look at that. Marries a Russian propagandist who translates Alexander Dugin's works for fun. Huh? Isn't that great? Isn't that great? I mean, I'm telling you right now, man. I'm telling you. I'm starting to come clear. And let me tell you, I want to say right now that this show has nothing to do with the alt-right. And that the alt-right is a PSYOP operation by the Ruskies. And, you know, this puts a whole new twist on why exactly the Russians actually intervened with the election. I don't think that they actually messed with the election to help Trump. I mean, in essence, they tried to use this as an attempt to discredit Trump. You understand? I mean, I'm serious. I mean, I honestly believe that. I think that he was used to discredit Trump. Now that he didn't discredit Trump, and that the alt-right and the Pepe and the tech and all this symbolism, all this meme magic, which I'm sure the Russians know all about, that's why our government is spending, how many millions of dollars to research memetics? I'm telling you this right now. This was a PSYOP that went a 180. And now that it didn't work to discredit Trump, they're going to use this to bring him down. And you already heard today, all right, John McCain talking and warning Trump, do not remove sanctions on Russia. You heard these people, even Theresa May, who was, by the way, praising international institutions in that press conference with Trump. I just, FYI, for my folks out of Britannia, this is not a nationalist. She is still down with international bureaucratic institutions. But even she doesn't want the sanctions lifted against Russia. And this goes back to my theory after Erdogan threw that ridiculous, pathetic, fake coup on himself back in July. It wasn't but 2 days later that I accused the Russians of not only being implicated in that particular coup, which everybody thought I was nuts at the time, because they kept saying, much like these tards on Twitter now, no, Ghost, you're not understanding. Turkey shot down a Russian plane in Syria, so they're not friends. You're lying. You're lying. And then, what, 2 or 3 weeks later, Erdogan and Putin are sitting down having tea and crumpets, for heaven's sake. Yeah. And the reason that I knew this is because these patterns are starting to become very clear. There is no real direction on where exactly the foreign policy is being dictated right now. And what I mean by that is that there is no reason why we are in a lot of these theaters of combat. All right? And this is, and look, I've got people, I thought you said McCain is a traitor. I can always tell the tards that don't listen to my goddamn show from the people that actually listen. Yes, McCain is a traitor, you dumbass. I'm just saying he is in the position, he is in the head of a committee to basically bring into law not to lift sanctions against Russia. He is adamant about it. He wants to go to war. And if you want my personal opinion, I think Russia does too. I think that if you want my personal opinion, the Russians have taken control of most of the world. And what is happening here is a communist revolution on a global proportion. I mean, just take a look around you, okay? What is happening in the world today is a Karl Marx wet dream. Karl Marx talked about central banks in Das Kapital. There's central banks all over the world. I mean, it was the Soviet Union that gave credence to these unions. Remember, that's why we got the European Union. Remember the former Soviet Union? Now we've got the European Union. Remember a few years back we were talking about the North American Union. Right now they're talking about the African Union. Do you understand? We are witnessing right before our very eyes communism incrementally coming and taking control of everything in this planet. All right? And the only thing that is stopping us right now is Donald Trump. And that's why I know that Donald Trump had nothing to do with what is going on here. Because in my opinion, this man was just taking whatever cards he was dealt and playing them. And he happened to actually win the election. The problem is that now that he basically spoiled whatever these communist, globalist, institutionalist bastards had in play for America, he's basically spoiled that completely. And that's why Trump is acting like none other president before. That's why he is cutting trade deals. That's why he's out here putting taxes on Mexico for 20%. That's why he wants to build America. This is starting to look a lot like Germany pre-World War II, folks. And to be honest with you, I said this, I think a couple of shows ago, had Hitler died in 1938, he would have been known as one of the peaceful leaders of all time. It was only when the global powers, the central banks and all the other communist powers, goaded Germany into a war on a global scale, of global proportions. And the reason they did so was pure economics. Pure economics. Germany was a staple in which other nation states could look towards to be independent from the central banking system. Germany was an example of which an individual nation state can bring itself back from the brink and run itself as a full economy. Somebody's asking me, what's worse, globalism or communism? Globalism is communism. Do you understand that? That's what Marx wanted. That's what he talks about in the Communist Manifesto. Do you understand? I mean, listen to me. I am not condoning what Nazi Germany did, Hitler did. I'm not condoning any of that stuff. But there were no good actors in World War II. To pretend that Hitler was the ultimate disgusting human being of World War II is an absolute lie. Mao Zedong killed 80 million of his own people. Stalin killed 60 or 50 million of his own people. And you mean to tell me that Hitler was out here conducting himself during wartime, and what may or may not have happened during that time is somehow catapulted him as the bad boogeyman of World War II? I mean, I'm just saying that, in my opinion, it wasn't anything that caused World War II outside of Germany trying to auto-determine itself out of the precarious situation it was in. And within 3 years, Hitler brought 4 to 5 million people back to work within 2 to 3 years. So all I'm simply stating is this, okay? Communism is globalism. I mean, when Vladimir Lenin took control of Russia, Vladimir Lenin called for an international, which was, I believe, the third international, because the first international wasn't communist in nature. As a matter of fact, the first international comprised of all the alternative political philosophies and the minds that espoused these philosophies. It comprised them all. As a matter of fact, if you read the work of Bakunin, if you read the work of Pierre-Joseph Proudhon, which were anarchists, the godfathers of anarchism, they attended the First International, all right? They attended the First International, and you know what they said about Karl Marx? Karl Marx used the International as a means to dictate it to basically go all communist. I mean, the International was Karl Marx's attempt and success on creating a system based around communism. So when the Second International came around, none of the petty bourgeoisie socialists, none of the anarchists didn't show up. So the International became a communist meeting of international proportions. So when Vladimir Lenin took control of Russia, the first thing he did was call a communist international. And in that communist international, he announced that he wanted communism to basically sprawl throughout the world. So what I'm saying is that's what we're witnessing right now. We are witnessing this global communism. And you know what the internationals are right now? Bilderberg. All right? Bilderberg. That's the internationals. Who goes to Bilderberg besides all these people who plan, you know? Remember Bilderberg was supposed to be, you know, kind of that conspiracy. Oh, well, it's just a meeting. You know, don't worry about it. They're in there causing an international. Why would they call for an international? So they can manage the world. Because that's what communists believe. They believe that they take over the dictatorship of the proletariat so that they can manage the world. So with that being said, folks, this is not a joke, okay? This is not a joke. And look, I'm glad that everybody who's here is tweeting me information. Poll is looking in, and a bunch of people within the inner circle and the capitalist army. Look at all this pro-Bolshevik garbage. Look at this. Here is Nina Byzantina, which is now the ex-wife of Richard Spencer. Here it is right here. Look at that. Look at this. What did I tell you about Bolshevikism and Richard Spencer and his wife? Huh? And look at this, right out of Russian television. Okay? I'm putting all this information out. You can't deny it. You can't damn deny it. Why was Russia Today, RT, using white nationalist commentators? Maybe that's a way to pay these people? Huh? I mean, is it all coming clear now? Look, I just retweeted. Look at this. Look at this. Why is RT using white nationalist commentators? Because that's how they're paying these assholes off. Do you understand? That's how they're paying these assholes off. Jesus Christ, man. I'm telling you this right now. I am in shock. I'm telling you this right now. I am in shock that this failed PSYOP, it could be potentially used, because it was a failed PSYOP. They were trying to discredit Trump. I personally believe that Russia does want a nuclear confrontation, but not one that is outside the norm of managing the war itself. They don't want a world war. They want something that looks like a world war, and that's what I was alluding to in July during the fake coup on Erdogan in Turkey. I mean, these people are organizing a global conflict so that they can manage the conflict. Listen, ever since World War II, nobody's won wars. The United States hasn't won a war since World War II. That's because we've managed wars. And we've managed wars with other countries. We don't win wars, we manage them. I'm telling you this right now. I am starting to believe that the communists have won, and that the only reason that America is still around is Donald Trump. And let me tell you something. They're going to use this against him. And if our Donald Trump, Mr. Trump, if you're listening, President Trump, you need to arrest these people. You need to arrest, and I think you need to do it quick. I think you need to arrest Richard Spencer and his ex-wife and interrogate these people to find out who exactly they're working for. And if they're working for the Russians, who? Russian intelligence, Vladimir Putin, who? Who are they working for? Who are they working for? I think that he needs to do it before the CIA attempts to try to use this against him to try to remove him from power. Because let me tell you something, what I'm really scared of is that now that CNN and all the mainstream media are putting a spotlight on Richard Spencer, and this guy now is calling himself the leader of the alt-right, all of a sudden they're tying Trump in with Richard Spencer. And listen, all the media is trying to do is incept it in the masses' minds so that if they remove Trump from power, any opposition to it will be nullified by the majority of people. And that's the whole reason why they are trying to incept Richard Spencer in correlation with Donald Trump. And if they obviously they're successful at doing it, when it comes out that Richard Spencer actually was being funded, aided, I mean, who knows, by Russia, this justifies everybody within the government, within the intelligence community, John McCain, every opposition to Trump, it justifies him removing him from power. So I'm saying this right now, Mr. President Trump, please arrest this Nina Byzantina and Richard Spencer. They must be arrested. They must be arrested. And, you know, I keep getting that him and his wife are separated. You idiots. They separated in October 2016. October 2016 is when they separated. And then, all of a sudden, Richard Spencer became a household name when he did the Sieg Heil to Trump the next month in November 2016. Is that a coincidence? Huh? Is that a coincidence? And, you know, I've got people saying that the alt-right rescinds Spencer. How can you rescind Spencer? He coined the phrase alt-right, you idiots. He coined the phrase alt-right. So that means that you are taking a label that was basically sponsored by the Kremlin. You're basically embracing a label that was spawned by Russian propaganda. I'm just saying, folks. I'm just saying, I think everybody in here needs to recognize what the hell is going on here. All right? Ugh. Anyway, look, I'm going to take some Twitter shout-outs here, you know, try to lighten the mood. I'm just saying. Here's some more articles. Thanks to NYT for tweeting them at me. The dark roots of the alt-right. They want chaos. Do you understand me? This is what the alt-right is about. This is why Spencer is out here basically acting as controlled opposition. They want this stuff. Do you know who Alexander Dugin is and what he represents? Alexander Dugin believes in this political philosophy called, I believe, the fourth politic, the fourth political theory, something to that capacity. In a nutshell, this guy wants complete and utter war. I mean, he wants devastating world war. He advocates for this, okay? He advocates for a world war. They want this to happen. Read Alexander Dugin. He wants global conflict. He wants world war. I mean, that's the essence of his philosophy. And in his philosophy, that when the world war happens and all the devastation and despair happens to humanity, that their kind, whoever the hell that is going to come out and rule the world thereafter. This is Alexander Dugin. And let me tell you, Alexander Dugin is not just tied to Richard Spencer. He's also tied to Alex goddamn Jones, which makes this goddamn rabbit hole go down farther and farther into an arena that, I'm telling you this right now, is unbelievable. Is unfreaking believable. Here it is right here. Look, here's Dugin praising Alex Jones 3 weeks ago. Here's this nutcase who I'm talking about, Alexander Dugin. Here he is. I just tweeted. There he is. He's praising Alex Jones. What's the goddamn coincidence? Is this a coincidence? Is this a goddamn coincidence? Does it come clear now, you morons? Does it come clear now? I'm telling you this right now, man. This does not look good. This is not good. This is not good for America. This is not good. And everybody should be just as concerned about this crap as I am. I'm serious. So everybody should be just as concerned about this as I am, for heaven's sake. Jesus Christ, I can't believe people are just like, yeah, no, you're lying. Stupid morons. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs, folks, so we can lighten the mood here. And for you folks that don't know, all you got to do is retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live. True Capitalist Radio Live. And I will give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast right here and now, folks. I know that we're talking about some heavy, intense situations here. But this is the truth. And the truth all of a sudden has become patriotic, hasn't it, folks? Unreal. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs. If you want a Twitter shout-out, just go ahead and retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. Well, not the first tweet, because I've retweeted a bunch of stuff, but the tweet that reads True Capitalist Radio Live. All right? Anyway, do we got any Twitter shout-outs here, engineer? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs right now, all right? We've got the Smiler in the house, Cuck Lives Matter, AL Game Freak in the place. We've got, I'm not going to say that disgusting name, ST Bill in the house. Let's continue going. We got Ghost Kruger, Remington, Lego Fan 421. We've got Latvian Capitalist. We've got, I'm not going to say that disgusting name, you stupid moron. We've got Plectostomus 1138. We've got U.S. politics equals who cares. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, it seems as if nobody cares about U.S. politics at this point. All anybody cares about is a cult of personality and a group to be a part of. I mean, politics, in my opinion, has been thrown out the window at this point. It's been thrown out the window. I mean, and let me tell you something. Anybody who's going to defend Richard Spencer, I mean, why don't you just move to Russia, you piece of shit? Seriously, get out of my country. Get out of my country! Get the hell out of my country, you goddamn Ruski lover! Get out! We got Raiden Snake. Sell cosplay merch. You shove it up your ass. We got Vivian HD in the house. Jimmy Capitalist. Pendulum Magician. Sergeant Yoda in the house. I'm telling you, anybody who backed up Richard Spencer and thought that you were doing so in the name of white supremacy, how dumb do you feel now? Oh, yeah. Did you all know that Richard Spencer's an atheist, too? Oh! And did you know that he's also, there's a reason why he's fruity. He's pro-homosexual. He's open to kind of, taking it up the pooper. I mean, all this is online, man. He's written about all this crap for years. So that's all I'm saying, man. I mean, how can a white nationalist, a white supremacist, okay, how can anybody sit here and try to make this case for Richard Spencer at this point in time? I mean, if he's a real white supremacist, aren't white supremacists good white Christian men, Jesus-fearing men? Remember that? Well, what happened to that? Now all of a sudden, what, white supremacists are going to be atheists now? Atheism is a variant of communism. Idiots. Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, but no, it's okay, Ghost. You can be atheist and a Nazi, too. Yeah.
Stupid idiots, man. Jesus Christ. We've got sidekick. No. Atheism is not a variant of communism. Let me take that back. It is an element of communism. That's the basis of the Communist Manifesto. I mean, in the Communist Manifesto, Marx talks about eliminating culture and religion completely from a civilization. So, anytime you hear somebody claiming to be white nationalists and they claim to be atheist, that's a little suspect. That's a little suspect. Anyway, let's continue going. We got Loria Bay. We got Tweely Atkins. We've got Godzilla in the house. What's going on? TCR brand maxi pads. Are you joking? Shut up! You guys are getting sick with this merch crap. I'll tell you that right now. Sell MILF merch. Sell MILF merch. Why don't you just go to happy hour and have about $25 in your pocket? You'll get a MILF. How about NGR Commando? What's going on? Spencer 1, Trump 0, you asshole. You dumb. Damn it! You son of a bitch! Look, this isn't funny, trolls. I'm not joking around. This isn't funny! This isn't funny! Jesus Christ, give me that mic. This isn't funny, man. I'm telling you, this isn't funny at all. And, of course, you troll terrorists and cyber vermin, you're going to go out here and you're going to, sit over here and think this is a big goddamn joke. This is not a joke. All right? This is not a joke. Jesus Christ, man. I'm telling you. I mean, what is it going to take for you people to realize this stuff, man? Anyway, let's take a couple more Twitter shout-outs before we move on with the broadcast. I want to take your calls. I want to hear what you have to say about Richard, dumbass, sellout, Spencer. I want to hear from you. We got Exora Hawks in the house. We got Prince in the place. Who else we got? We got Artron Havoc. Teresa got trumped. I don't know if she got trumped. As a matter of fact, if I were somebody from Britannia, I wouldn't be happy. I would not be happy with what the hell Theresa May said today. I would not be happy one bit. I mean, she was sitting here basically championing global institutions. I mean, and this is what Trump is trying to get away from. Trying to get away from global institutions. And that gives you a little bit of insight for you folks that are in Britannia. It gives you a little bit of insight on where exactly Theresa May is going as it pertains to Brexit. I didn't like what she said at all. Anyway, we've got Supa in the place. What's going on? We've got Brony Drumming's birthday tomorrow. Oh, okay, well, great. Happy birthday. We got Pro Honky in the place. Whip your effing kids. Whip your effing kids. Well, you know what? I don't disagree with that. And that's another thing. I want to talk about something. Now, we're having a little bit of a problem in the inner circle because what we are finding is that anybody under the age of, 20 years old is a complete man-child, imbecilic, cartoon-loving, idiotic, pathetic, half-a-tard troll, half-a-tard troll going on. And maybe there's some that are not, but I just want to warn everybody, and look, I know all you idiots that are out there planning something, you idiots that are out there doing nefarious things in the inner circle. I do want to say one thing. We are having an inner circle purge up in here. And we've already gotten rid of 2 people. We're going to get rid of a lot more people. And there may be some more slots opening up. And that's all there is to it. Okay? I'm not joking around. There may be some slots opening up. And that's all there is to it. All right? We're going to start purging, all right, these dumbasses from the inner circle. I know who they are. Okay? And, oh, yeah. By the way, all you idiots that are messing around behind the backs of the inner circle thinking it's a big joke, thinking it's a big joke, let me tell you something. All you people that are doing this thing with, I hate to bring this up, but the Teutonic Plague, all right, everybody who is affiliated with that, you're gone, all right? You're out of here. So you can thank the Teutonic Plague for making you idiots. All right, and I already know who you all are. All right, I already know who you all are. You guys are out of here. You're gone. All right. How you like that? I've got the private messages from all you morons that are out here doing the stupid, dumb, pathetic, ignorant, stupid crap with Teutonic Plague. The guy has obviously got a few screws loose. I mean, I was just trying to be nice to the half-a-tard, and now this guy's gone completely ridiculously troll stupid. And now I've got idiots, with all due respect, that are half-tards themselves in some cases, commiserating with this moron, thinking that they're going to do something as it pertains to the inner circle and all this other stuff. Well, you know what? All of you idiots that planned that, you're gone. You're out of here. All right, you're out. You are out, stupid sons of bitches. All right, how you like that? You're out of here. So that's all I'm saying here, folks. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and do some more purging here. But you people that are in the little Teutonic Plague direct messaging situation, you're gone. All right? You idiots are gone. Y'all want to be doing that stupid, ridiculous, half-a-tard crap? You go and do it in your own time. All right? I'm telling you this right now, you're gone. So that's all there is to it. Anyway, I'm sorry I didn't mean to get into inner circle chat business here. So all I'm saying is that's it. As a matter of fact, that's it for freaking Twitter shout-outs. I'm not going to. You know what? I might not even do radio graffiti for a while. How you like that? Huh? How you like that? And you want to know why? Because I am sick of the, I hate to say this, mentally handicapped element that radio graffiti and Twitter shout-outs brings to the show. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not joking around. I am sick of this like half-a-tard, man-child, waxing their carrot to cartoon element that's coming onto the show. All right? So, as far as I'm concerned, no more radio graffiti. And look, if you dumb troll idiots don't want to freaking listen, then who gives a crap, all right? Who gives a crap? And look, people are worried if they're going to get a refund. Hey, asshole, it's said on the freaking ad when you purchase it, there's no freaking refunds. You're an idiot, okay? You're an idiot now, all right? You're an idiot out money now. How you like that? How you like that? And let me tell you something. You try to charge back, it'll give me all of your docs. So you just think about that for a second there, Nimrods, all right? You try to charge back, I got your whole goddamn doc. So you think about that. Son of a bitch. Telling you, man, no refunds, baby, so shove it up your ass. So go ahead and hang up now. There ain't going to be no radio graffiti. How you like that? No radio graffiti. All right? No radio goddamn graffiti. That's all there is to it. You can just sit there, take it, and eat it. Straight up. Jesus Christ, man. I'm not joking around, man. You idiots brought this stupid crap on yourselves, all right? You know what I'm saying? You idiots you did it on yourselves, all right? Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, I'm not joking around. I'm not kidding around. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start kicking people out. Jesus Christ. And look, people are like, and why do you still claim you aren't a Jew? Hey, then call me a Jew. You think I give a crap? What is a white nationalist calling a Jew anyway when you idiots are being led around by the nose by a bunch of Ruskies? You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. I'm not joking around. I mean, what is a white supremacist calling somebody a Jew when you idiots are being led around by a bunch of Ruskies, with all due respect, which are Jewish themselves? Let's be honest. Come on, you know. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. All right. That's all there is to it. All right. So shove it up your ass. Anyway. And that's all there is to it. And look, people are like, oh, no, I might get kicked out. I was one of the tards that was with, I was with the Teutonic Plague, and I was going to do it, and I was going to act like half a tard. Well, you know what? You're out of here. You're out. You're out. You're out. And you know the correlation with everybody that's doing this? All right? I'll tell you what the correlation is. They're all under the age of 20 years old. All under the age of 20 years old. So, with that being said, I've got my inner circle. We're going to purge the stupid riff-raff troll imbeciles off, and we're going to get rid of radio graffiti and Twitter shout-outs for a while. You know? That's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of radio graffiti and Twitter shout-outs for a while so that we don't have this riff-raff anymore. You know? So we don't have this garbage. All right? I'm not joking around. We ain't got this crap anymore. Jesus Christ, man. As a matter of fact, Let me start clicking anonymouses off the line right now, because we're not having radio graffiti. As a matter of fact, I want a free format edition. I want to call on you right now. All right, we're well in 10 minutes into the second hour. I want to hear from you. Give me a call, 563-999-3791. Let me tell you, after this Richard Spencer thing, I'm a little jaded, to say the least. I'm a little jaded about what has transpired in American politics today. I'm a little jaded that a bunch of Ruskies were able to just somehow mess with our election and basically put in jeopardy, all right? Basically put in jeopardy the goddamn election of Donald Trump, all right? Literally. So, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Anyway, and look, I'm glad people, a lot of the people that I really want listening are very happy. And, of course, the half-a-tard, kind of children, they're kind of gone. And listen, hey, all you people that are like, wow, you're nothing without us, Ghost. Without our tardness, you're nothing. Well, then get the hell on and go mess with Keemstar, okay? All right, go whack off to Leafy. Get the hell out. I mean, what's funny about it is you damn tard trolls believe that I give a crap about you, all right? I mean, seriously, you idiots don't give a crap about me. You talk garbage about me. You make fun of me. You try to dox me. You try to want me dead, so on and so forth. And what? I'm supposed to continue? I'm supposed to continue and what? Give you radio graffiti and give you Twitter shout-outs? I want you to go suck it, all right? You know what? Better yet, you want to call me a Jew? You want to call me a Jew? You want to call me a Jew? I'll tell you what. The next time I bring up radio graffiti, I'm making everybody pay for it. How you like that? You want to be on radio graffiti? You're going to have to pay for it. How you like that? Huh? How you like that? Sheckelstein-Nosberg in effect. How do you like that? How do you like that? Sheckelstein-Nosberg in effect. All right? So suck it. I'm serious. You're going to call me a Jew? You know what? We're charging now. You want to be on radio graffiti? You want to be on? Yeah, we're charging now. How you like that? How you like that? How do you like that? Jesus Christ. I'm telling you this right now. I'm sick of these freaking troll idiots. I'm tired. You want to know why I'm tired? Because, and look, I've gotten close to a couple of trolls out here, okay? And what I've noticed is that these trolls, especially when they were in the inner circle, these trolls pretend like they can't learn something, you know? They pretend like, oh, I don't get it. I don't get it. Can somebody help me? And then yet these same tards know like anime and bronies and, cartoons and comic books like the back of their hand. I mean, I refuse to sit here and pussyfoot around with this younger generation. So, as a matter of fact, I think once we purge the remainder of the riffraff of the inner circle, all right, not only am I going to put those seats back up on sale, but we got to be at least over 20 years old now. How about that? How about that? You got to be at least over 20 years old at this point in time. I'm not accepting any kids anymore. You people are idiots. You know what I mean? I'm not joking around. You people are morons. I mean, and to be honest with you, if I was Fuhrer, you people would be gone. You'd be in the ovens right now. I'm not even joking around. I'm not even joking. I mean, why do we need people like this walking the face of the planet? Seriously, I don't understand this. Anyway, look, I didn't mean to get off on that tirade about inner circle business, but yeah, that's just the way it is, all right? That's just the way it is. Anyway, with that being said, let me move on here. Let's take some callers. What do people think about so how to plan on obtaining your age? Why don't you? All you have to do is let somebody talk for 5 minutes, and you can tell how much of an idiot, half a tard, pussy pampered, parenting condoning piece of man-child shit they really are. That's all you got to do. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest with you, okay, guys? I'm going to be honest with you. We actually had an Inner Circle member, and it happened to be that moron that calls up pretending to be Eeyore. That's why you don't hear Eeyore anymore. You want to know why? He joined the Inner Circle, and listen, I mean, nobody had any problem with him. Nobody, had any kind of issue with him. But no, this 19-year-old little piece of crap, I mean, was such a disgusting, despicable human being on many different levels. Aside from him being an utter idiot. I mean, the guy was a moron, all right? I mean, the guy lives in, Pennsylvania, never seen any kind of goddamn wildlife refuge in his life, and then this moron believes that he's going to somehow become some crocodile hunter, all right? Okay? And by the way, every time some idiot, or I shouldn't say idiot, but somebody tried to, I'm sorry, when somebody tried to help this idiot is what I meant to say. When somebody would try to help this idiot, this moron, he didn't even know how to put an eBay listing up. I mean, 19 years old, been on the computer for I don't know how long, can't even put up a goddamn eBay listing, even though the instructions are right there in your stupid, ignorant face. There were people in the Inner Circle up for trying to help him for 2 hours. For 2 hours, helping him with his stupid eBay, and the moron still didn't get it. But Eeyore knew all about all these comic book characters. He knew about My Little Pony, huh? He knew about anime, he knew about all this stuff, but when it came down to him actually taking some initiation and personal responsibility with himself, all of a sudden he would do what I sensed what he did with his parents, because there's obviously got to be some parents backing up this man-child shit, all right? He would do, just like Eeyore. I mean, I'm not joking. He would do the same shit as Eeyore. Oh, jeez, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez, yeah. Oh, yeah. How do I place this ad in eBay again? Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. How do I do this again? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, but talk about My Little Pony all of a sudden. This idiot will come out the pocket and come out his ass with every goddamn episode known to man, all right? That's all I'm saying, man. I don't feel sorry for these people. That man, that 19-year-old kid, if I was Führer, he'd be gone, all right? That's a kid that doesn't even belong on this earth as far as I'm concerned. I'm not joking around. He is a waste of space, all right? I'm telling you, I'm tired of the world-saving, useless people. I'm tired of the world-saving, useless people. I'm tired of it. And we're saving entirely too many lives of ignorant people at this point in time with safety belts and helmets and all kinds of safety laws and all this other crap. Goddamn right. And look, I've got somebody here saying, what, 19 years old is an adult? Listen to this. Listen to this ignorant crap. I'm going to retweet that. Look at this Dr. Bristle here. 19 years old equals an adult? Are you serious? Oh, my God. I thought we were still teenagers. I thought I was still a Toys R Us kid. Are you fucking joking, man? Are you joking, for Christ's sake? Why do you think that when you're 18, you stupid idiot tard, why do you think they charge you as an adult when you commit crimes, you moron? But listen to these morons. Listen to them. They don't think that 19 years old is an adult. Look at them. Look. Oh my God. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I am so upset today. I'm thinking about ending the show early. I'm serious. And people are asking me, I sound pretty sad today. You want to know why I'm sad? because I found out that the fucking alt-right was just as ignorant as the progressive left. And not only were we just as ignorant, but at the same time, we got bamboozled by Russia itself. So, that's all I'm saying, man. All right, that's all I'm saying. So anyway, somebody just told me that, Eeyore has autism. You know what? Here, listen to this. You hear that? That's the smallest violin in the world playing a sad, sad song for that crap. Give me a break. Give me a break. I hate hearing that. Oh, I'm autistic. I don't know any better. But you know what? I know My Little Pony. I know I'm My Little Pony. I know this because I know, yeah. Jesus Christ, I hate when they go to that excuse. I'm autistic. It's like freaking that stupid idiot episode in Family Guy when Peter pretends to be retarded and he just goes and does everything and says, sorry, I'm retarded. Goes into a woman's bathroom with a woman's shit stall in there. Sorry, I'm retarded. I'm retarded. I'm retarded. And every time some autistic imbecile does something stupid, I'm autistic. I'm autistic. I'm autistic. I'm retarded. I'm autistic. I'm retarded. So I'm telling you, that's it, all right? That is it. I'm sick of this, all right? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the younger generations. I mean, anybody from now on that's under the age of 20, don't even listen to my show, all right? Don't listen to me. Now, listen, it's the same thing I said to the women during the Women's March Saturday. A group is defined by its majority. I know that there are some isolated incidences where people under the age of 20 are actually doing something with themselves, all right? They're actually going, they're becoming capitalists, they're on their own, that sort of thing. But the majority of people under the age of 20 are complete mentally handicapped cases. And the proof is in the pudding, man. I mean, every time, I'm autistic, I'm retarded. I'm autistic, I'm retarded. I'm autistic, I'm retarded. I mean, I hate to bring Karaskin into this mix because everybody knows Karaskin is autistic. And he's got a severe case of it. But idiots, even Karaskin is making money. You understand? Even Karaskin is in a profession. All right? Stupid morons. So what's your excuse? Oh, what's that idiot Eeyore's excuse, huh? Oh, well, Ghost, I don't know. I've got my mommy, and she helps me. Oh, yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm serious, man. I'm serious. Give me a freaking break, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, look, I'm serious. People are telling me, maybe you should take some time off. Maybe you should take some time off, Ghost. Maybe you should take some time off. You know what? Maybe I should. Maybe I should take some time off. All right? Because I just can't take it anymore. All right? I just can't take it anymore. I mean, I am literally disgusted with the ridiculousness that I attract to my show. And listen, it's my fault. It's my goddamn fault. It's my fault that I provide an avenue for mentally handicapped idiots to bloviate the devious side of their simplicity. Because, that's what I'm inspiring off of tards, unfortunately, man. I mean, are these tards here? Are they learning anything? No. They're just using this show as a venue so that they control, so they can be like, So that's all there is to it, all right? That's all there is to it. And as a matter of fact, at least I got my inner circle, you know? At least I got my inner circle. I don't need anybody else. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I don't do this show for the money, okay? I mean, I could, like I said, I could take another 5-year hiatus if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I could take another 5-year hiatus, and I could give a rat's ass. And who's going to be losing out? It sure as hell ain't me. I ain't going to be losing out. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, I don't know if I want to continue to do this show today. All right? And you want to know why? Because me introing with that Richard Spencer stuff and then seeing how many idiots are going to defend this goddamn closet Ruski, this neo-Bolshevik, combine that with the kind of ignorant, stupid, autistic, supposedly autistic trash that's out here, mentally handicapped, playing games, thinking that it's, you know, some big troll day in the neighborhood. It's kind of disheartening. It doesn't give me the motivation necessary to continue this show. I mean, listen to my voice, for Christ's sake. My voice is going out! My voice is going out! So, I'm just saying, man. I mean, I work myself 3 hours a day, 5 days a week for the show. And listen, I am elated, okay? I am elated with the fact that I've comprised some of the greatest minds in the inner circle. I mean, we have great members within the inner circle. Business people, business owners, people that are in Fortune 500 company executive positions, people who own art galleries. I mean, I can go on and on. I mean, there are very important people within the inner circle. I mean, one of the people that is related to the United Arab Emirates is a part of the inner circle. And I cherish each and every one of them. But, you know, to continue to do this show, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's just the mental retardation that I have to continuously palate and accept. I just can't do it anymore. I can't palate and accept that, you know, these tards are like getting off on like using my show as a venue to be like, yeah, look, my life is significant. Yeah, it's significant. I just can't take it anymore. I'm going to be honest. I can't take this crap. I cannot take this crap. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, I don't really need to do this show. All right? As a matter of fact, I may or may not come back to this show. How do you like that? You know? And you know, I mean, I'm looking at the mental retardation happening, and you know, I hate to say this, but it's a lot of brony, a lot of anime, a lot of cartoon-watching freaks. Look at the mental retardation that's happening in their Twitter feeds. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And look, the people in the inner circle are like, you know, Ghost got too used to intelligent people. Inner circle ruins TCR confirmed. I have to agree with that, man. I have to agree. Some of the best conversations I've ever had are with the inner circle here. And why in the hell would I continue to do a show where the individuals that are basically utilizing this show as a means to get self-worth of their life, why would I continue to do that for you losers? You know? And you know what? I'm not gonna. So why don't you go? As a matter of fact, before I go, let me do something before I go, okay? Let me do something before I go, because I don't know when the hell I'm going to come back. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know when the hell I'm going to come back. And you know what? You can thank these stupid half-a-tards that are out here thinking that it's a great day in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood out here, okay? I'm not joking around. I'm not kidding. So with that being said, let me go ahead and do something really fast because I feel this is necessary right now, okay? I feel this is necessary right now. Let me go ahead and let me get something squared away here, and then I'm going to take off, and who the hell knows whether I'm coming back or not. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I just need my inner circle, and once I have another purging, I'll have some more slots available. I want the best of the best. That's what I want. I want the best of the best. Anyway, with that being said, let me go ahead and call somebody here. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to give somebody a call here. It looks like that number does not work. Let me try one more again. And when we call here, trying to call somebody here, folks. Nope, it looks like an out-of-work number. Anyway, I want to say, first and foremost, thank you all for listening to the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. I have no idea when I'm coming back. All right? I have no idea when I'm coming back. But hey, who knows? All right? Who knows? All I know is that I did all I can to help Trump get elected. All right? I had everything that I'm telling you, I just that's all there is to it, man. I'm done with this garbage. Anyway, with that being said, all you people that think that you're going to use the inner circle as a means to kind of, I don't know, mess around or something, do that and see what happens to you. That's all I'm saying, okay? Do that and see what happens to you. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I'm getting out of here for this Baller Friday, okay? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I refuse to sit here and continue to not only broadcast to a bunch of loser, idiot trolls, but I refuse to broadcast to the alt-right. The fucking alt-right is nothing more than a Ruski ploy. A Ruski-controlled opposition. And that's all there is to it. Get this crap out of my face.